Amazing to think it's been 20 years as this weekend the nation does reflect on the 20th anniversary of the terror attacks of September 11th.
September 11, 2001, the day our country changed forever. Nearly 3,000 people died that day, innocent victims going through their normal morning routines when terror struck.
So NBC's Jay Gray is joining us live this morning from the memorial right there at Ground Zero. He's joining a family who has suffered a devastating loss and the memories that keep them going now 20 years later. Jay, good morning.
Lou, Keitha, good morning to you. And look, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Rodriguez, he doesn't talk much about that day or his time on the front lines in the war on terror. A mission fueled not by revenge, he says, but by his love for his sister and the chance to honor her memory. The images.
Get inside the building!
The horror and heartache still linger 20 years later, especially for those who were there.
I started hearing the most eerie, gut-wrenching, devilish sound of impending death.
Lieutenant Colonel Michael Rodriguez was there. So was his big sister, Lisa.
She worked on Tower 2, 89th floor.
He rushed to the site that morning, at first alone, then hours later, leading a National Guard platoon in, working security and recovery, a mission that was personal.
She was a great person, you know, loved life.
Lisa King Johnson was 34, a wife, mother of 2 young girls, a daughter and sister. Her body was pulled from the rubble 10 days after the towers collapsed. For Rodriguez, the mission shifted. Deployed in the war on terror, he was in Iraq September 11, 2003, when a commander asked him to share his memories during a memorial with coalition forces in a packed amphitheater in the ruins of Babylon.
She was a big sister.
The emotions overwhelming, but his resolve unyielding, with the memory of Lisa and the support of his fellow soldiers.
I was propelled by my uniform. Duties.
The words still don't come easy, but 2 decades later, he has this message for the country.
Never forget.
And a goodbye that he never got the chance to share with his big sister.
I love you, and we'll be okay. The girls will be okay. And, you know, and I can't wait to see you one day.
Now, look, Rodriguez doesn't spend any time at the public service here each year. In fact, he says he's only been to the memorial site once. Instead, Keitha, Lou, he spent September 11th with his family.
Yeah, I imagine it's extraordinarily hard to go down to that area. And even 20 years later, the efforts to identify victims continue. Jay Gray, thank you so much from the memorial there in Lower Manhattan. Keitha?